here. Oh yeah, it's mid to late October. I don't even know what it is. Like the 18th or so. It's a Saturday. Central Wisconsin, United States. It's hot and sunny. I didn't expect this today. I'm liking it. It's probably the last nice day of the year. Hopefully not though. Ladybugs are flying all over, crashing into me, biting me. There we go. I picked this thing up yesterday at an auction. It's a wheel horse, B115. We did get started yesterday, but we had fuel leaking like crazy out of the carburetor. So that's the task right now, is dig into the carburetor, see if we can figure out why fuel just drains out like crazy. Let's open this hood here. Sit in our nice reclining chair. I got a bucket of tools out here. There we go, reposition it so you can see. There's our bucket of tools. Let's see what we can get done. All right. Let's go move you over a little so you're not just staring at my back. All right. Yep. There's the carburetor. Hello, Kevin. Yep. Here we are. We're trying to figure out why this carburetor leaks. We just bought this thing yesterday. Got it from an auction and connected the gas tank to the carburetor, and it all started pouring out. So I think we need to disassemble the carburetor, see what's going on, try and get this wheel horse working so we can hopefully use it as a lawnmower. We live in the country on 20 acres, so the more lawnmowers the better. Someday we'd like to pick up a nice big one, but for now, can't pass up a cheap $45 lawnmower. All right, Everton, Jesus loves you. Thank you. Jesus loves you too. Taking the air filter off here. There we go. Yeah, a little bit dirty, not too bad though. I'm telling you, I dug into a Predator, a Briggs & Stratton 420 earlier today. Got it working. That air filter was like so clean, but that carburetor was so dirty. I don't know if I've ever seen one that dirty. Fuel tank was horrible too. Got it running though, so maybe a little bit later we can look at that. But right now, we need to figure out why this one's leaking. Oh, fun. This is an old one. All right, Marshall, hi. Axel, you're back. Awesome. Yeah, it's a nice day out here today, so I figured, hey, let's work on this. Try and figure out why it's leaking. First, I got to figure out how to take it off and open it. Choke. Let's see if that actually works. Okay. Hopefully you can see it. I think I can kind of see it there. All right, choke works. Okay. Of course, everything's like multi-layered on here. You can't just take one thing off. You have to take 7 other things off first to take the one thing off. I see it's screwed on to the side of the engine, but that bottom screw, I don't know if I'm going to get that off without taking the muffler off. Why? Why do they make it so difficult? Look at that. There's a screw right there. and it's hiding. I'm gonna have to take that off first. It's like, why should I have to remove the muffler when I want to take off the carburetor? One of these sockets will fit. Actually, that's a little loose. That's the one though. I don't know what year this thing is. I'm thinking early 80s maybe. It says it's made in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, at least the engine. This is a Briggs & Stratton engine. It's not as new as that one over there I was working on this morning. That was a 420cc. This ain't that different. It's a 399. Scooting my launch here a little closer here. This is a vertical shaft. That was a horizontal. We already listed that one for sale. We're gonna keep the mower, but we picked up an engine, just an engine. Oh man, really? There's more. More bolts. And of course they're gonna be a different size, I bet. Look at that. Why? Why are they a different size? It's like they just want to see you doing extra work. There we go. So we're planning to keep this mower, at least for the time being. You can using it to mow. At first we were thinking we'd maybe keep that 420cc horizontal shaft as like a spare for our UTV. But then we figured, you know, the longer we keep it, it'll just stop working. Might as well sell it and get money. Okay, Raja, you like my nonsense. Awesome, thanks. Should I stick my finger in there? I used to do more nonsense, but I'm kind of keeping more of the foolish stuff to a different channel. Trying to make this one a little more serious. It doesn't really fit with the name though. But then again, half the stuff I do doesn't work, so that's kind of nonsense. All right, Tawana, if I said that right, hi. We're trying to take this off and figure out how to take this carb bowl off because something in there is wrong and it's flooding. Okay, now that we got the exhaust off, we can try and take this off here. Yes. I hate it when they don't crack loose. Cross your fingers. Yes. Good, good. Making progress. Now we're going to have a bunch of linkage we have to undo. Yeah. Trying to be more serious. Should I stick my finger in there? Telling you, that's why it's still called Nick's Nonsense. All right, now it's Nick's Homo Nonsense. I think I'm going to change it back to Nick's Nonsense. That just sounds better. There we go. Getting dirty here. Okay. How else is this attached? Probably like 28 different ways. Okay, that's soft. It might come off now. There's a bracket right here. Okay, there's an itty bitty bracket there. Hopefully you guys can kind of see it. I know the lighting's kind of weird here because it's a really nice day, bright and sunny. Okay, we got our itty bitty sockets. Unfortunately, they're not complete. So chances are we won't have the one we need. Ooh, I think that'll work. Let's give it a try. Here it comes, yes. Now, of course, the trick is not losing all this stuff and putting it back together right. Okay. Oh, why is that stuck? There we go. Okay. Does this pop out? How come these things always, you have to turn them in such a way that they never really turn? I guess let's get the choke disconnected here. I should have did that while it was still tight. Good, good. So far nothing stripping. I like that. Okay. There we go. Now you can see me a little better maybe. There we go. Oh, we got a little spring. Okay, okay, that makes sense. That last one I did this morning had a spring too. Okay, we got it off. Pawn trap. Why is there oil coming from the plastics and the dipstick is full of oil and it keeps filling up and leaking a drop? On here? The dipstick's not even on this side of the engine. Your scooter, okay. I don't know. Well, the dipstick's full of oil because it dips down into the oil. But it keeps filling up more and more, you're saying. All right. Vinod, hello. I don't know. If it's liquid cooled, maybe you're getting coolant in the engine, in the oil, and it's filling up more and more. All right. How am I? I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. It's a Saturday in Wisconsin. I'm in Wisconsin right now, central Wisconsin, United States. As you can see, nice clear day. It's sunny, getting dirty. Got ladybugs on my fingers. It's hot out. I would say it's got to be mid 70s, and for late October in Wisconsin, that's rare. It's a great day. Hardly any wind, unlike yesterday. Yesterday was super windy. All right, there we go. At first, I just saw this because I didn't want to get my head down that low, and I was like, how are we going to take that carbo off? But there's hopefully a nut right there. So something in here is causing it to flood. I'm thinking something with the float bowl. Oh, that's not even the right size. Those of you who can guess the proper socket size just by looking at it, you guys are amazing. I can't do that. I've got to try it. Smell it? It smells like some dirty gas. I've got to try every socket in the tool set before I find the right one. Oh, that's on there tight. There we go. Dripping yellow gas all over the air filter. I should probably move the air filter. Does it look all yellow to you? Yum, yum. Here we go. We just bought this thing yesterday. Looks a little green. We got from an auction. Ooh, look at that. If you guys can see, that's green. That's some green looking gas. Oh ho ho. That's avocado color there. How many of you use that avocado gas? Oh, check this out. Should I taste it? That's pretty dirty. Let's take our carb cleaner with our nice finger. Clean this bowl. Perfect. Okay, let's keep digging into this here. Ooh, yeah. Hopefully it's not cracked. Let's grab ourselves a needle nose. And there we go. I got a cap. I'm going to put all the little itty bitties in. Might as well put that in. Let's pull this pin. Drop it in our cap. Here we go. Oh, this is one of those. It's got that little needle with the wire that holds it on. Okay, don't lose it. Dirty, ain't too bad. Let's take out the center here. Come on. Hopefully it doesn't strip. It's tight. Ooh. That's in there tight. Getting a little worried. Let's try again. I don't know. We might not be able to get that out. It's just brass, and it's in there good. I'll try one more time here. Come on. Ooh. It ain't coming out. That's too bad. Hopefully that's not clogged. Yep. You can see we're starting to strip it. Strip the head on that. It's just a straight slot. Not good. So hopefully that part's clean. All right. Let's go ahead and clean up some of these orifices. We got these little danglies here. Just trying to go through every little hole that I find. I mean, it ran. We were able to get it to run yesterday. It was just leaking fuel like crazy. So I don't think it's really clogged. I think something's wrong with like the float bowl, and it just kept filling up more and 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 more. I think I'm almost out. I'm no expert. I never touched a carburetor until we moved out here to the country and bought a pair of riding lawnmowers. They were the little itty bitty ones, like rear engine ones. They were junk. They were such junk. I spent like 2 months just trying to get them to start. And finally we got all happy. We got all happy and got them to run. And like within 2 days, one of them, the engine blew. The other one we still have. It's pretty junky though. I think there's a possibility one of my kids filled the gas tank with rocks. No, I mean filled the oil with rocks. Because he was like maybe 2 years old then, 2 or 3, and he liked playing with stuff. I know I came out one day and I saw the oil thing open. And we have gravel. And I know I saw him playing with gravel the day before. Wouldn't be surprised if he filled the engine with rocks. We've got sitting out in the field over there now as a decoration. Isn't that what you guys do? Fill your engines with rocks and then put them out in the field? You love this paper towel. We got rolls and rolls of this. It's about 2 inches wide by about 1,000 feet long. All right, I think this part's getting pretty clean. Let me go ahead and grab that nasty float bowl or float, and then the bowl, we gotta clean that. It's too bad we couldn't get that out of there. Smells kind of like gum. It's like got a really, really minty smell. It's not supposed to. How's this doing? Still got some green in there. Oh yes, that's the best carb bowl ever. There's gas in here. There's no gas in here anymore though. It was green. It looked like avocado pudding. There we go. Now it's getting clean. Look at that, making it shine. I thought it was supposed to be black colored. I think it's supposed to be silver. Either that or I'm just rubbing the paint off. Rub the paint off. Yeah. We put gas in here yesterday. We just bought this yesterday. Put gas in here, hooked it up, and it started just pouring out of the carburetor. Actually, it wasn't really the carburetor. It was just after the carburetor. So I think the float bowl is just allowing all the gas to keep coming in and overfill it. It's getting close. Let's scrub it a little. Got a special scrubby here. Oh, we got the ladybugs landing on my face. All right. Say hello to your little friend. Is that Dilthy? Dilthy's around here going cock-a-doodle-don't. Love to go cheese shopping up there. Oh, yeah. Yep. Wisconsin. We've got the cheese factory. We've got a cheese factory about 2 miles from here. If I look just right, I can see it. Oh, yeah. We're definitely getting some debris out of there. Look at that. If you guys look close, you can probably see it flying in the air. That was definitely caked on. Grew up in Indiana. Awesome. That's not far from here. I've been to Indiana a few times. Not too many. Always passing through though. I've never really stopped in Indiana. It's always on the way to something, which makes sense. It's in the middle of the country, sort of. Whereas Wisconsin, you come to Wisconsin, you're not really on your way anywhere, because unless you're going to Upper Michigan or Minnesota or Canada, Wisconsin's sometimes the end of the road. Kind of like if you go to Florida, you're not on your way anywhere else usually, unless you're going on a cruise or to the Bahamas. All right, this bowl's getting pretty clean. I think it's time to work on the float. Let me spray some more carb cleaner in there. Let it sit. I don't know what happened. I didn't do that. Uh-oh. Let that sit. I think we're almost out. Hello from Germany. Oh yeah, Germany. Thanks for watching. You know what? I had a dream last night. Germany was in my dream. Want to hear my dream? It's really crazy. All right, Adrian. Hello. So my dream, I don't know how I got there. Something crazy, like I'm like some super crazy special person. And somehow I ended up some secret ways getting to Russia. Don't ask me how. I don't know. It's a dream. And all right, so I'm in Russia. And okay, so now I meet up with all these like, I don't know, we're like trying to solve some mystery or stop some bad guys or something. And we now need to go to Germany. Okay, so we all had, so somehow I got there in some secret special way. But now to get to Germany, we have to take civilian transportation. This is just a dream. And so everybody's going up to where they have to show their passports and all that. And guess what? I don't have a passport. Because I don't. And this is a dream too. And so now there comes the real tricky part, because I'm American and we're in Russia, trying to leave Russia and go to Germany, and I don't have a passport. Uh-oh, how did I get in Russia with no passport? And that's where the dream ended. Dreams, they're weird. Okay. Here's where the culprit might be. For some reason, this wasn't stopping the fuel. It's not full of gas, so that's a good sign. So maybe I just clean everything up and put it back together and see if maybe it just wasn't seating the needle all the way. Because we're flooding the gas before. You can hear those ladybugs slamming into the hood. They're like flying. Don't want to lose that. Flying and landing head first on the metal hood here. Going boom. Oh, I know that thing. Oh, ladybugs. It's dirty. Want to see? Get till we get. So far, I haven't found anything really wrong other than it's super dirty. What else? That's just the drain. Might as well clean it up though. Yeah. What else we got? All right, here's the needle. This is what's supposed to stop the fuel. It looks fine. It's itty bitty. Okay, now what? Let's clean this a little more. We got our danglies. We know fuel comes through here. I don't see anything wrong with it. Let me put it back together, see what happens. It was just really dirty. Maybe it was just so gunked up it couldn't lift all the way. All right, now the fun part. Piecing this back together. So, I could not get that needle out of there. It's in so tight. I'm gonna try one more time. Nope. Nope. That's never coming out. That's in there permanent now. Okay, we have our little special clip. This is where it gets a little tricky. We got to put that clip on here. Like that. And that's going to sit in there. And then we've got a little rod there. I don't want to drop that and lose it. I'm going to take a needle nose. And then we're going to line that up. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Now we put the carb pull on. Good. Let's clean this just a little bit more, and then we'll put it on. It's looking pretty good though, compared to how green that was when we first got it. Uh-oh, where'd my blue rags go? Oh, I know why I couldn't see my blue rags. They're not blue anymore. It's quite the smell. There we go. Looking pretty good. Got some gunk right here. Who wants to lick this off? I'm gonna cook spaghetti for supper tonight. Maybe I should season the beef with this stuff here. Okay, now the fun part. The linkages. Yeah. Okay, that's the choke. Okay, we got a spring, which you guys can hopefully see a little bit at least. We put the spring through first, and then we put there. Get the choke around this side. Like so. We got this breather tube here. That part came off a little difficult, so it's going to be hard to get on. There's this little bracket under here that kind of pinches. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The geese found me. Oh. I might have to take that bracket off. But then I can't get it on. It doesn't come off the engine easily. Everything's tricky. Let's move you a little closer here, if I can. See this? There's this thing. I'm trying to fit that on the back. But this bracket right here, it's got to fit right in between. That's a tight squeeze. I should take the bracket off, but then I won't be able to get it on. Unless I can remove this. It doesn't wanna come off. I don't want to rip the boot. Equal chance ripping the boot, trying to put it on here versus trying to pull that side off. Yeah. Off. There we go. So this thing, I got to squeeze right in there. It's not working. How come every socket's a different size? Yeah, it doesn't open up anymore. I don't have to take that all the way apart. Nothing's easy. There we go, I got it. Now to tighten that again. Okay, now we're making progress. Of course, now that that's on, I can't get this on. Yeah. Okay, guess I'm taking that back off. It's got to go in the right sequence. This first. Nope. The little itty bitty spring first. And then this. And then this. And of course, now I can't get it on again. Okay, it's on. It's on. And then rotate that. There we go. Now we're making progress. Okay, there should be an itty bitty bolt to go here. Looking for an itty bitty bolt. I see it. Think that's it? It might not be. Seems a little long. I see it. It's not there. There's the itty bitty bolt. That looks better. Still smells like stale gas. Okay, let's tighten that down. And tighten this upper one. I think we're almost getting close to trying to start this thing. Almost. Okay, now we've got two bolts that go up here. Hopefully it works after all this. If it still just all drains out, then I have to take it all apart again. Okay, attach the choke. Ooh, I should have put that on before. There we go. Okay, let's make sure that choke works. Looking good. All right, let's put the exhaust on. This chair is kind of uncomfortable. I'm sitting like at the upper edge of a lawn chair. How they got that bar going across the front? That's what I'm sitting on. All right, get this. Okay, get these. It's too bad you guys have to look in the shade like that. That might be better. Trying to line these up. Not having any luck yet. Okay, got one of them through. There we go. There we go. Okay. Patricia, hi. Ronald, hi. We're putting this back together. We're getting close to trying to start it here. Okay, let's back up the camera a little so you can see a little more. Lighting's kind of poor because it's like super sunny here, and I'm working in the shade so you can't see it very good. Okay, I think all that's connected. Now I'm going to put the air filter on. Oh, backwards. Dave in Maine, hi. Thanks for joining. Daniel, hi. Okay. We're getting close. We're getting close here. We're putting it back together. It was leaking gas out of the carburetor like crazy. So we took it apart. Carburetor looked like green avocado pudding. Just bought this thing yesterday. Got it at an auction. So we cleaned the carburetor. Now we're putting it together and we're going to try starting it here. Dirty. Okay, now let's change positions here. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, that's sitting on that whole time. Right on the front rim of that. Whew. Leaning forward, trying to reach everything. That was no fun. Okay, now the fun part. We got our gas pinched off here. need to unpinch the gas, put it on there quickly before I wash my hands with gas. I'm going to need a screwdriver to do the hose clamp then. Got that? All right. This sun just makes it kind of hard for you guys to see. There we go. Now you can see. Here comes the gas fun. Uh-oh. Legs cramping up. Here it comes. Okay. At least that's fresh gas. Okay, tighten that hose clamp. Oh, now there's no fuel shut off. That's why we had to clamp it. Pinch it. What was happening yesterday when we tried to do this was it started leaking. It started pouring all of our gas out here. So you tell me if you start seeing it pouring gas there. I need to grab a battery and we're going to jump start this thing because there's no battery on it. You watch that. I'm going to run and grab a battery quick. All right, Derek, hi. User CE7PP9RR7Y, hi. You guys keep watching. Tell me if any gas comes out of there. We'll go grab a jumper cables and a battery. We'll go hook the battery to this thing. Ooh. Be right back in 30 seconds. And the battery. Okay, I got a battery. Jumper cables. Now this is a little sketchy because that positive is just kind of floating around here and it could touch. So I'm going to put my glove around it. Any leaking yet? I think it's looking good. Gonna wrap my glove around that positive so it doesn't short out. That should be good. Okay, I'm gonna hook it to the battery now. We are hooked up. No sparks? Okay, now the fun begins. Let's see if this thing will start. Let's choose a different view. Maybe that will look a little better with this lighting. Okay, spark plug's connected. Yeah, let's try it. This is my first time sitting on this lawnmower. Oh, I can barely get my foot across. All right, we're about to try it.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Choke. I think I'm forgetting anything else. We're neutral. Should we try? Here we go.
Maybe choke
Okay.
down.
Choke down a little. No, I got too greedy. I tried taking the choke off. All right, want to open the hood again? We're gonna have to reconnect that battery.
That muffler got real hot.
Well, it's soaked with like oil and gas.
Oh.
Okay, want to hand me the stuff? That way I don't have to get off. All right, we'll put the negative down here on the engine block.
We're so close. We're so close to getting it.
All right, I'll grab me my glove.
Ready? I'm gonna put the positive
Go
on
for it. Yep.
first, and now negative.
Okay,
Okay.
let's try it again. It's probably still burning off a lot of that oily mess that I dropped all over the exhaust. But yeah, it's running and moving. Tell you what, let me show you what I worked on before that this morning. Look how smoky that thing is. Transmission seems weak. Maybe that's why they put in the option. Very smoky. I think we're still half choked too. Alright. This morning I cleaned the dirty carburetor on this. We bought this one yesterday too. not the mower, just the engine. Let's wait till he goes away so it's a little quieter. There he goes. All right. Yeah, that rear right tire, it's got a big gash in the side, so it doesn't work. We're going to have to replace it. There goes the golf cart. Once one of them starts riding, they all want to ride. Okay, so here it is. It's a Briggs & Stratton 420 engine. Picked this up yesterday for $25 at an auction. Mounted it to an old lawnmower frame here. Carburetor was even worse than that green one I just showed you. Gas tape was really bad. Got all that cleaned up. Let's see if it starts. Here we go. Starts off first ball. Alright, I'm happy with that. Oh, the lawnmower's not smoking as much anymore. Yeah. Run it a little bit and then maybe I'll clean out. We couldn't get at the main jack. I think that's what that's called. I couldn't remove it. Isn't that thing sweet? All right, now it's getting a little quieter. Good, that was successful. I'm happy about that. We're gonna try and keep the lawnmower. Probably. It needs more work still. It needs a belt to drive the mower deck. The mower deck belt's there, the transmission belt's obviously there because it's moving, but the belt between the engine and the mower deck is missing. This thing, it's a Yamaha Big Bear. It needs an oil cooler. It's been sitting for a month and a half at least, right there.
No, I thought you.
Oh, you guys there? It was reconnecting. Sounded pretty. What do you guys think? Awesome smoking happening because we got everything all oily and gassy.
You know what? Now that we got work, we got tires.
Right. Why do they put the exhaust like right under the gas?